Welcome to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest updates across the country. Two cattle wrestlers killed in Capoeira East. According to the information we have, over the weekend, at least two suspected cattle wrestlers were killed during a failed raid in Capoeira East County in eastern Equatoria. Officials say the attackers are believed to be used from the Murle community in the Greater Pibor administrative area. They tried to steal cattle from the Taposa community in Kauto administrative area at a place called Kiri. However, according to the information, Taposa youth defended their cattle, stopped the raid, and recovered all the animals. Several attackers were injured in the fight. Eastern Equatoria Information Minister Elia John Ahaji warned that some relay youths are still hiding in the nearby forest, possibly planning more raids. He said this attack threatened the fragile peace that communities and the government are trying to maintain. He asked community leaders to act, calling on youth return home and resolve conflict peacefully. The government is also working with neighboring authorities to stop further violence and make sure those responsible are held accountable. On the other side, Greater Pibor administrative area Information Minister Jacob Wershumjok say they didn't know about the incident. He suggests that the attacker might be from Eastern Equatoria or even the Taposas themselves. He urged both sides to investigate carefully and work together to prevent more clashes in the future. The message is clear. Peace requires cooperation, not to blame. Both governments need to communicate and prevent further attack at these border areas. Let's move on to our second top story. Warrap governor suspend Gogrial East commissioner. Next, in Warrap state, Governor Bolwek got suspended. The commissioner of Gogrial East County. The decision came after deadly clash last month between the Nyaramum and Jurman Anger communities. This fight caused multiple deaths and left the security situation fragile. Some locals accused the commissioner, William Dushak, of supporting his own community in the conflict. According to the State Information Minister, Mamer Bats, he stated that the suspicion is part of normal administration. It is meant to prevent further tension while investigation continue. Members of Parliament or MP Kir Alwe Etmir said more security forces are needed to restore safety and stop youth from local or neighboring areas from joining the clashes. According to the information, Dushak, the commissioner, denies being suspended. He said the governor asked him to move temporarily to the state capital, Kwajok, for safety reasons. He is still managing the county remotely and will continue overseeing areas like Ayek, Biong, Panashare, and Mangul Apuk. This shows how insecurity affects not only communities but also local leaders. Authorities are working to investigate to prevent future violence and keep people safe. Let's look at this serious report. Nigeria government called for release of South Sudan's opposition leader, Dr. Riek Machar. According to the report, International News Now, Nigeria is asking the South Sudan government to release first by President Dr. Machar and other opposition figures immediately and without condition. Vice President Kashim Shettima, representing Nigerian President Bola Tinubu, spoke at the African Union C5 Summit in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, He warned that South Sudan's current political path could threaten stability ahead of delayed elections. Dr. Machar, leader the main opposition party SPLMIO, and served as first vice president in the transitional government. He was arrested last year and his trial is ongoing. The opposition call it a shame trial. Nigerian leaders are calling for a national dialogue and a peaceful solution, stressing that fair elections are the only way to build trust in the country leadership. The C5 summit in Addis Ababa, chaired by South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, included leaders from Ethiopia, Algeria, Chad, Rwanda, and IGAD. They discussed slow progress on the 2018 peace deal and agreed 2026 is a critical year for South Sudan. The Djibouti President Ismail Omar Guelleh suggests appointing a lead mediator to monitor the peace process and solve emerging issues. The message is clear. The region wants peace, dialogue, and inclusive election to secure South Sudan's future. Well, you know, all these things come to one thing. Peace is very important in South Sudan. Today's stories show the many challenges South Sudan is facing, from local conflict over cattle and communal clashes to a political tension at the national level. In Capoeira we saw how cattle raids not only threaten livelihood but also put young people and entire communities in danger. This incident reminds us that security is fragile and that strong cooperation between communities and local authorities is essential. In Warrap State, the suspension of a local commissioner show how leadership matter in preventing violence. Even a small decision can influence whether communities feel protected or lay vulnerable. Leadership is not just about holding office. It is about ensuring fairness, stability, and trust within the communities you served. At the national level, the call from Nigeria government and other African leaders to release political figures like First Vice President Dr. Machar underline the importance of dialogue and inclusion. Political tension, if not addressed properly, can undo years of progress and make election less credible. Peace and stability require participation from all sides, leaders, communities, and regional partners. As viewers, it is important to remember that these stories are not just headlines. They are affecting real people. Every raid, every clutch, every political decision impacts families, livelihood, and the future of the country. The path forward must focus on cooperation, understanding, and dialogue. Communities, leaders, and neighbors must work together to prevent violence, build trust, and create a safe environment for everyone. At Changfied reporting, we will continue to bring you update, report the fact, and remind everyone that peace, dialogue, and unity are the foundation for a stronger South Sudan. Let us hope that all communities and leaders take steps to resolve conflict peacefully so the next generation can grow up in safety and opportunity. Thank you for watching. If you are new, please make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any other update.